right, hey everybody, it's Eric and Kat here. How are you
everyone.
doing?
Hope you guys are doing well.
Hope you guys are enjoying the other videos.
Yes, I really hope so.
Let's talk about the video that is going to be tagged in this little link right here. We heard from the owners.
We did.
Of the last one we did.
Of the Big Texan RV Resort.
Which was super cool. They have owned that place for multiple family generations.
Yes,
and
which was super cool to learn.
Right, and they had such a cool story about how they were along Route 66. The actual ranch used to be around along Route 66, and when the 40 went in, they bypassed it all. And so they ended up moving because they had land there, and so all their stuff happened to be right on the 40, and there they still are today. So anyway, check out that video.
Nice video.
Yeah, it's tagged in the top here if you want to check out that video when this is done. Super cool.
We will also put that tag later on in the video, so you don't have to click it now. You can wait till the end and click it then too.
Exactly. All right. So here's the next one. So we drove from there all the way into eastern Oklahoma.
We did.
And I'm going to say I was shocked. When I think of Oklahoma, I think of tornadoes and flatland and grasslands.
Not a whole lot of anything.
Eastern Oklahoma. Wow.
It was gorgeous. We were so surprised.
Yeah. It turned from grass boringness.
Yeah. Off of Texas.
To the big trees, the closer we got to the Mississippi.
Yes.
To big, beautiful trees.
And lakes.
Well, then that's the thing. The lake is, this place we stayed on the lake.
It was awesome.
I don't think of Oklahoma and think of lake houses.
No.
And is huge, and they had a lot of lakes.
Had lots of lakes and huge lake houses.
And huge lakes.
Yes.
So
it was a lot of fun.
I was shocked. It was beautiful. So a little quick note, the people of this campground that manage it told us that this is actually Carrie Underwood's hometown.
Yep.
And that she often rolls in there with her tour bus and
stays where we stayed.
And stays where we stayed. And so, and apparently she gives back a lot to that community.
She
does.
And
so when she rolls into town,
everyone gets very excited.
Everybody's excited. And it's a small town.
It's a small town, so everyone knows.
So say it. I can't say it, so say it.
Okay, so it's Chakota, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And we stayed on, okay, I wrote it down. Sorry, I have to check my notes on how you pronounce it. Lake Eufaula.
Okay.
Eufaula.
And it was cool. So the campground is not exactly on the lake. You have to do a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, but it's not far.
It's like a quarter of a mile.
And it's an easy walk.
It is an easy walk through this dark forest.
Yes. And we have pictures and video of that, so
we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the campground itself. So they had animals on the campground.
So this is a KOA. It's a KOA holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was empty this time of year.
It was. Mm-hmm. So it was the Chakota Lake Eufaula KOA holiday.
That is a mouthful.
It's a mouthful. But, so with KOAs, you're going to get full hookups. They're dog friendly. They're going to have a playground for the kids and things like that. Something to note, the management staff of this one was some of the nicest people we have ever met. Mm-hmm. They were super nice. They were super friendly. They were ready to help us with anything that we needed. They were awesome.
So they were absolutely incredible. And the place was cool. Like I said, it was probably an off season. There's only probably like 3 or 4 other people there.
Yeah.
So this place is right off the 40. You can see it as you drive by. You actually drive by it to an exit, and then you got to turn around down a road and come back to a service road.
It was real easy.
And it was quiet. You didn't hear a whole lot of the I-40, the road there. No.
Okay.
All right.
But back to the animals.
No. Okay. We're back to the animals. We're talking about the campground.
I know, and then we got sidetracked.
I said animals, and then you squirrel.
I didn't squirrel. I finished what we were doing.
Yep,
but now you're squirreling. It's okay.
We're back to the animals. So they had a full farm-ish type setup there.
Yes, and it was so much fun.
They had
cows off in the distance. There was chickens. There was the world's friendliest donkey that my kids loved.
Mm-hmm. What else did they have there?
So there was cats and
ducks.
They
had cats. Yeah, they had.
It was awesome.
It was just a cool, almost like a petting zoo.
It was, and it was all set up super cute.
And it was right on the property.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool.
So it was awesome.
And this is not a huge campground. I mean, we walked the whole thing. You'll see in the video as we're walking around here. Mm-hmm. But it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And keep in mind, and that's the one thing. Every time I think of the South, which I do think of Oklahoma's South, Midwest, where we were, bugs. Anytime you're gonna have these beautiful trees, like our time of year, not. It was funny because it was off season. It's like,
it was off season.
Why are you not here for the most beautiful time?
Yeah.
And here's the weirdest thing: it was warmer than Texas.
It was way warmer than Texas.
It was, and it had the moisture and the humidity coming out of the Gulf to warm.
But it was awesome.
It was awesome. So,
and it was a last minute booking for us.
It was, and
so we actually had planned to stay somewhere else, and we woke up that morning and thought, you know what, we're all feeling good. Let's go further than what we had originally anticipated. So it was a last minute call. and trying to squeeze us in, which
it's always hard.
Which is always hard. They were very, very accommodating.
Especially now with everybody RVing, it's really hard to get into
exactly.
these places. So anyway, okay, let's talk about the walk.
Okay.
So you got this little bit of quarter-of-a-mile walk.
Yeah.
And it opens up into this huge
oh my gosh,
lake house.
Beautiful
like,
lake.
It reminded me of camp.
It did.
And it was cool, and we saw deer as we were walking there. We saw deer there. We saw lots of rabbits. We saw lots of other animals in there too.
But no scary animals. No snakes or anything like that.
Not in this part.
Yeah.
But the water was calm, and you could tell that they just closed the camp for the season and everything, and it was all put up. But you can tell people went out in canoe in this lake.
Oh yeah.
And as we were driving out, we actually crossed it and looked at it on a map.
And it was
how
huge.
big this lake is, and it wraps around onto the highway.
Yep.
And, I mean, but for its
nice.
size, how calm it was.
It was.
And the way it's positioned from where you're at the campground, you actually get to see the sunset over it.
It was so beautiful.
And it was beautiful. So any of those lake houses, I mean, we looked at them, they're super expensive, right?
They were very, very expensive.
But they got an excellent view, and I'm sure, in fact, we did look, and nothing was for sale around the lake.
There was
these are homes that, in fact, we looked at the dates of the last sale, and they were a long time ago. So these are like family homes passed down.
Yes, like forever and ever.
And so for you to be able to stay close to this and get into this, something like this.
It was super cool.
I thought it was super cool.
And it was beautiful.
It
was like beautiful, like sandy beach, like to get into the lakes, which the kids really had fun. And
all right, so let's talk more about the campground. So they have a little general store.
Yep.
And it had some cool stuff in there.
It was super cute.
You guys got some stuff that was rare there, didn't you?
So we bought stuffed animals.
Okay.
Those little like TY, the new version of the Beanie Babies. That's what we bought for the kids.
Okay.
They were very excited about those. But it was a super cute little store. They had groceries and everything like that. And we had farm fresh eggs. We bought a dozen eggs.
Right there.
From their chickens.
From there.
Right there. Yeah. So that was really kind of fun and neat, a little different. If you haven't ever done farm fresh eggs, they're awesome. They're a little different than store-bought eggs, but totally worth getting.
Full hookups. We talked about that. It was easy to get to.
They were pull-through spots. Yep.
The internet was good because we're right on the 40.
Yeah,
so if you were using
internet was really great.
Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile was all pretty solid in that area.
Good.
The thing that, again, struck me is this is right on the 40, but the noise wasn't there.
There was no sound. Well, because there were the trees.
It could be,
The trees, like, lined between, like, the 40 and the campground. So they, like, blocked a lot of that noise.
And except for the lake and the lake houses, and maybe it was because of the lake.
Maybe.
Because the little city that we're talking about, little town, I should say, I won't call it a city, was on the other side of the lake. And so there wasn't a whole lot around except for wilderness.
Correct.
There was owls. I remember hearing owls. At night.
Those were cool.
But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of there. It was just peaceful.
It was very peaceful.
And then the little town, it was on the other side of the lake as we were driving out, as we were heading east, and it was super cute too.
It was very cute.
And so again, they say, and not only was it super cute, but it was pretty, and modern, like the high school was.
Yeah, they definitely take care of their town, and it shows that they take pride in where they live and their town and hometown spirit and all of that.
But it was a very quiet place.
It was.
So anyway, I think it rated very, very high.
I did too.
On the list of places that we went on.
And it was such an unexpected find.
It was because it was a last minute booking, and we were just shocked at how beautiful
and
that
peaceful.
Part of Oklahoma was. Like I said, when I think of Oklahoma,
it was not what we were thinking.
That is not what I think about.
No.
And granted, we were coming up on the Mississippi quickly, but at the same time, it was.
Yeah.
It
was a total do again for me.
I was sad we were only there for a night.
Right, and we came in real late because we ended up driving further than what we.
But it was daylight.
It was still daylight.
So we got to go do the things.
Right.
But
it was later.
We loved the lake so much. We went both that night.
And the next morning.
And in the morning.
Yep.
And like I said, the moon over it too. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And then all the deer and all the animals were at the lake first thing in the morning.
Which was fun. Like the kids loved seeing all that.
So, what's your overall thought? Do it again?
Oh, 100%.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, like if we ever were going back through Oklahoma, 100% we would stop again.
At this particular place.
Yes.
Yeah. So
for
definitely thumbs up. Thank you if they happen to watch this.
We love staying.
We love staying, and keep doing your thing.
Yes.
And hopefully we're lucky enough to get into it at some point, because again, it wasn't that big.
No, it wasn't. So.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. There's that link again. So if you want to check out the video of the Texas...
Yep, the Big Texan RV Ranch.
Big Texas RV Ranch, thank you.
Click it here.
Click it there, and you can watch that video and check that out.
Yep.
Again, every single one of these have been just a cool, different kind of experience.
It was.
So, anyway, we've got more videos coming out. Thank you for watching and tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Any things to...
If you wanted to see either of our channels, I know Eric talks a little bit about tech and money and real estate. I talk about things family. Both of our YouTube video links are down below as well, so you can check us out.
Yep, and we've got some more really great videos that are all queued
We do.
up.
We're really excited. So
go visit these places.
Yep.
Enjoy out there and be safe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.